What's going on, everyone? Aaron here, Clean Cuts Lawn Care. Getting ready to head to work. Got 2 projects to get done today. A neighbor of mine has a guy living with him, and the guy don't have a driver's license, but he was letting the guy take his car and drive it. But he told me, he said he don't got a driver's license. Look what happened. Damn. And that was, I mean, that was a nice car. You know, not you know, it's a good car, solid car. What a shame. All right, we got our 4 bags of black mulch for the first project. Very small. I won't even use the whole 4 bags, but I'll find something to do with them. They were 4 for $10, so we'll find a good use for them. Now let's go get our tools. All right, I think we're all set for the day. This should be all we need. It's 2 very, very small jobs. I mean, it's next to nothing. Just using it to kind of fill in the day because of what's going on, you know, with the grass not growing, getting all brown. I mean, you can see what we're looking like. We've had pretty much no rain. It's very humid. Now this looks a little different because they let it grow literally waist high before they got it taken care of, but still most lawns look just like that. So all right, this is our first job of the day. We're going to be trimming up these bushes, cleaning up the very small 2 beds, you know, pulling the weeds. It already got hit with Roundup. Trimming this up, and then that's what we got the 4 bags of mulch for, is for these spots right here. So we are going to turn this into this, but I'll show you the process of how we did it. Very small job, but a very nice job. All right, let's do the job. Trying to get to the back. There we go. Now we're getting back there. Get to the other side. All right, that one's looking pretty good. it was grown into the house pretty bad, so got it off the house. Yeah, I like it. We'll make sure she likes it. Now we're gonna do that one. All right, there's that one. Looks pretty good. Got it off the house. It was all over the house. It was all the way up here, actually, growing over here. Got to start cleaning this up, pull all the weeds, and then start laying the mulch. All right, all the trimmings are cleaned up. It wasn't really part of the job, but I'm going to see about cutting some edges into here. They don't have to be huge edges, but just to make it look, you know, a little nicer. It's such a small spot that, you know, it's not like it's gonna take a long time or anything. Let's see here. Bring the mulch to right there. Yeah, I'll cut some edges in. Now the next job, we're just doing bed prep and trimming a damn it, I can't remember the name now. Trimming a very small bush. We're not actually going to lay the mulch. Maybe later, she said. There we go. After this, we just gotta lay the mulch down. All right, there's the edges. Cut it out. And over here, I can only cut a little bit of it out right here. Too many roots right here. So, just quick, took me about 10 minutes to cut it out. Like I said, her and her dad are really good customers of ours, so didn't even bother charging them. Like 10-12 minutes and it's all done. I might have been wrong about the 4 bags. I might be going to buy a couple more. Let's see. spread that one. All right, there's the mulch down. Barely made it fit. So I'm glad I grabbed the four bags instead of the 3. All right, we're at the second job of the day, and it's this right here. We're gonna be pulling all these tall weeds out. We're gonna be leaving the ground cover, the ivy. This bush is gonna be staying. Maybe I'll trim it up a little bit, get a better shape on it. But you know, just anything that shouldn't be here or don't need to be here is gonna go. Same thing in this bed here. Gonna get this stuff out of here, spray a little Roundup when we're done. Gonna trim this lilac, get the dead out of it. Areas where you can see like it was trimmed here and then it just didn't make it. Same thing there, there. So we'll get all that out of there. Now originally, we were supposed to remove the ground cover, but she decided to leave it. That's fine. And then she wanted an estimate to pull weeds behind the garage back there. And they're about as tall as me, but it would be something quick. Well, I already gave her the price on removing everything, including the ground cover. So I might just go ahead and do the area behind the garage and not charge her any extra for it, since we're leaving the ground cover. I don't mind doing stuff like that. I mean, she didn't ask for a price adjustment for the ground cover, but I don't mind doing stuff like that. I mean, fair is fair. I want people to treat us fair. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll see. See how much work it actually is, that is. All right, so we're making some good progress here. I mean, you could see before all this was, you know, all these weeds. So we still got all this here to do and around here, and then this bed will be done, and then we'll start that bed there. Now, with this type of work, there's nothing I hate more than pulling weeds. But since I left the tree company, we're not turning work away. Not work that's like, oh, I just don't like doing it. Whether we like doing it or not, we're doing it. I have a very similar job lined up for tomorrow. It's a pretty big job, a good paying one. In fact, the last job and this job equals that job. So the first job took us an hour and a half. It was a $150 profit job. So we were right at our $100 an hour there. This job is the same thing. So hopefully the time meets it, you know, it's right. So even if it's a little off, you know, it's okay. The other one, tomorrow, $300 job, and should take in between 3 to 4 hours, so you know, won't be bad. But I got a bunch of thorns ran right up my arm and into my finger. Friggin' hate that. So yeah, we're making good progress here. The only work we're turning down now is if we feel like it's going to be a problem with the customer, you know, if they maybe seem shady, or like we just turned a property down the other day. She obviously neglected to tell me when we talked to her that her lawn had not been cut even one time this year, and they had been cited by the city. Didn't really know that until I got to the property to do the estimate, and we got out of the truck, looked in the backyard. You could see there was debris all in the middle of the yard, stuff you could hit with your mower. It was waist high back there. The front yard might have been cut once because it wasn't as bad as the back. We immediately walked away. Didn't even, no interest in that. We're not tearing our equipment up. No reason you haven't cut your grass. I mean, you know, no reason for that. Man, this beautiful bird just landed. Where'd it go? Might have flew away as I was talking. Yeah, it did. It flew away. It was a beautiful blue jay. It landed right over there when I was talking. There it is. It's on that branch up there. Right there, moving around. See if I can get closer to it. Oh, did it move again? Yep, now it's up top there. I don't know if anyone could see it. It's flying around. Man, that was a pretty bird. Just got the lilac trimmed up. There was just a ton of suckers in the middle of it and all around it. You know, it looked real bad coming off the roots. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's this area. Oh, and it was over that awning there. I don't know what it is, but lilacs don't seem to do well here. And they all get diseased and die off. You know, you don't see a lot of healthy lilacs in our area. So I just got to clean up that bed. This bed's done. I just got to clean it up. Everything that's in here stays. It's supposed to be in here. So let's go look. Yeah, that lilac looks good. There was one big dead part right in the middle. You can see where the cut is on it. I wish that part would have been healthier, but it was completely rotted and dead, but it looks really good. I think she'll be happy with it. This might turn into one of our mowing customers. We mowed her lawn the other day for her when we did that estimate for all this work. And she might want to continue mowing. This is the backyard, man. She has a lot of stuff back here growing. But this is the weed area that she's talking about. So like I said, the stuff's pretty tall, but it's not a ton of stuff, you know. Wouldn't take long to pull this stuff out. I mean, and I can probably just, you know, get rid of it back here somewhere, maybe behind the shed, and then wouldn't have to charge her anything extra since we didn't take the you know, since we didn't take the ground cover out. She got a old Honda here. I was messing around with it this morning. It started right up, one pull. One day we might get a Honda just to have one, you know, in case we ever need it. But I think next year we're getting a 30-inch X Mark. We're going to try that out, or just a 36-inch Skag. I don't know, you know, because the 36 you can almost use anywhere, and if the 52 goes down, the 36 is big enough that damn, I would still be comfortable to do our big properties, you know. I learned something yesterday listening to a Mike Andes video, and he was talking to one of his franchisees, and he said, do the estimate for every property as if you're using your smallest mower. That way, if it does happen, you already have the budgeted hours and the right price to do that lawn. And you know, I kind of thought about that before, but I didn't really incorporate it. I said, no, maybe that's not the right way to do it. And then he said it, and I'm like, man, he's right. You know, that's what I should do. So that's how I'm going to start doing estimates, even though I don't think we're going to take on more big properties. We just took one on up the street from here. It's a $50 a week property. It's not huge or anything. It's a nice lawn. It's compact, but the backyard is you know, quite a bit bigger than the front. So we're trying to stick to these kind of lawns right here, you know, this size lawns. So all right, back to work. All right, I did clear this out. Man, they were this tall. They were almost as tall as me. Like I said, since we didn't take the ground covering, which was part of the job that she took off, and since I wasn't adjusting the prices, I went ahead and cleared that spot out. No access to get in the back, it's so bushy. So I already had branches of the lilac to haul away, so we just went ahead and gonna haul the weeds away. All right, final shot of the job. It's all done. Someone showed up and dumped this right as I was leaving. Not sure what it's for, but whatever. So yeah, I sent pictures to the customer because she's at work, and it's all done. Now, like I said, part of the job at first was taking all this ground cover out and there, but she decided on leaving it. That bush, I trimmed it up just a little bit. It had a little overgrowth on it. The lilac was the main trim. Looks really good now. So, all right, let's get out of here, go to the dump. All right, we are back at the dump. I didn't have the trailer today, so it was only $10 to dump. Let's get this stuff out of here. I didn't know if I was coming to the dump today or not. That's why I put a couple things in bags. But then once I seen how much there was on that lilac, I knew I was going to be dumping today, so I didn't put anything else in bags after that. Oh, those two loaders just hit each other. Wow, never seen that at the dump before. Garbage. Yep, never seen two loaders hit each other. Just got to blow the back of this out. I always blow it out before I leave, and we are done.